The night the sax man left town, we gathered at the tea house on the corner of Russell Street and Browning, laughing and singing, scrounging spare silver to buy chai by the potful. That tea house isn't there anymore, but I have strong memories of it. Every Monday, just on dusk, all those scruffy, bitumen-souled urchins with matted dreads and lentil bellies slithered out of their share house warren on the cheap side of West End, drawn towards sanctified Hammond riffs and deep, dubby bass lines squashed through underside amps and off-crackle PAs. But that Monday, the chai was bittersweet and only lukewarm. Perhaps the woman brewing it had been distracted by the end of days melancholy we were all suffering. There was a strong sense of cycles repeating and simultaneously short-circuiting. Like we'd been through it all before, but that things would never again feel the same. That sax man was one of Kurupa's favourite sons. His licks were sunlight, his solos were slinky-shaped lightning bolts bouncing up and down spiral staircases. But he was leaving us, heading south to make his fortune in Melbourne like 100,000 square pegs before him. I'll come back to visit, he promised. And we hated that because we knew it was true. The yellow lights at a tea house, which were usually warm and cheery, flickered despondently, a frustrated desperation as though asking, what more could we have done to keep him? When I pressed him on why he was leaving, he shrugged apologetically and murmured, Brisbane's too much of a comfy couch. I nodded solemnly, somberly, and wondered if I too was doomed to one day reach such a conclusion, hurriedly dismissing the bee-sting possibility that I was envious. To finance the great relocation, a hollow-eyed wordsmith named Simon passed around a hat and auctioned off those possessions which wouldn't fit in the sax player's battered suitcase. Coltrane CDs and books by Immanuel Kant. Feeling simultaneously generous and reluctant, we handed over shrapnel like blessings for the journey. Cy, the poet, made a real show of it, getting the crowd all excited about a grubby wine-stained suede jacket or a scratched copy of Kafka's first EP. Smiling sincerely, we danced and wished him well. But underneath the laughter, that bleak melancholy persisted. Our sax man was leaving us. He wasn't sure for how long. Melbourne was calling, and we all knew the East Coast conveyor belt only travels in the one direction. Such is the story of our city. They all moved to Melbourne. Was over, we unchained our rusted bicycles. We tipped our cold chai into the gutter, and we promised ourselves that things would change soon. We promised ourselves that things would change soon. life changing. Well done, Brisbane. I've had a great weekend. This is like the second awesome night in a row. So don't move to Melbourne. We'll make the party right here.